Yes, welcome back, folks. We took a break so that I could, this time without making my smoke detector go off, cook some salmon and make some miso based broth to go over it and stuff. And yeah, so we are back. We are still going to be playing Scarlet Hollow. We're going to about to start chapter 2 of our powerful build and street smart run. And with me is my friend Hana Pengu, who is going to help me voice things because they are awesome. Yay. And we are fundraising for direct relief for Ukraine again. We did it last March and we're doing it again. And remember, anybody who donates, this is your incentive because I am bad at incentives. It is the end of December. If you donate now, you can deduct it off your 2022 taxes.
And you can feel good about yourself.
I mean, also that part, but you know. I figured that's an always incentive, but December is the time people remember that donations to a real charity are tax deductible, and Direct Relief is in fact a real charity. They're actually pretty cool because they work directly with the Department of Health in Ukraine, and they send medical kits and field packs and medical equipment, which is pretty needed over there. What with them having a war and all. So, I'm so eloquent. I can't even start to say. But, we're back. Happy whichever holidays y'all happen to celebrate. I had nothing to do today, so I decided to stream all day because that is what Jews do on Christmas.
And I finished everything that I was doing today quite on the early side, so I am also here.
Yay. And I appreciate it. But let's get right into game right, because
so I've got Stella, Sybil, and Tabby so far, yeah?
Yes, and I think we're not like, well, we'll figure it out. I have obviously me and Kanika, and I'll probably grab Oscar, and then we'll divide the teens when we get to them. But let me
like my Becca voice because I do a really good bitchy teen voice. So I can take that
you are welcome to bitchy teen land. Okay, so let's load this. This is the end of episode 1, so let's go on to episode 2. We totally saved the game, and I don't think we need a recap because we just did it. So you open your eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now you are safe. Or I guess at least you think you're safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window in the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. Oh hey, I just realized that I need to do this thing. This game comes with a plethora of content warnings. Please take heed and look through them because bad things happen to people in the game. It is technically speaking a horror game. I, who hates horror movies, cannot watch them, even the cheesy zombie ones.
I know, right? Same.
Can do this because there's very few jump scares. I'll warn people, those are not in this chapter. It's sort of more mystical, weird mystery horror and less,
like all of the actual horror moments are all it's usually one critical like there's the
right?
Yeah. The day is creepy. But then there's one critical moment which all the horror is
right
into.
Right, and that's sort of like the decision moment of everything. But
from nice social life stuff with some foreshadowing to intense creepy to high octane moment of horror.
Yes, exactly. So we'll see. This particular chapter has trigger warnings of potential harm to children, discussion of medical procedures. That's kind of it, actually, I think, right? I don't think we get gore or anything like that.
Thing is the biggest one.
Which thing? Sorry, say that again.
Children in peril.
Yes, children in peril and children getting injured are the main one for this chapter.
And possible amputation.
Yes, right. Thank you. Okay, so back to this. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at you from the trees, their calls echoing through the woods as you ran for your life. Do not try to breathe beverage, friends. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Especially not in that bed, it doesn't look comfortable. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Okay, let's do some housekeeping here. Let's check on our friend the opossum, who we can't talk to. You open the drawers to check in on the little opossum you met yesterday. Oh good, he's still there. That's nice. Also, he has a bread, and we sort of wonder who gave him the bread, because it wasn't us. We're going to leave him in peace, though, because I'm pretty sure if we try to pet him, he's going to play dead.
He is a possum.
He is a possum. I'm going to leave him in peace. You decide to leave the little man's in peace. Okay, let's poke around our closet. Great, the doll didn't move during the night. Maybe it isn't haunted after all, though after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation. You turn back to the rest of the room. Look out the window. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. For a second, you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. I have the hiccups, which is terrible for this game.
Oh no.
Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you've finished waking up. We do need to text Stella, though. It's probably a good idea to check in with your new friend. You can't imagine she's holding up very well.
I love how the top option is, yo, what up?
I mean... Oh, you weren't here when I was deciding this, so I was thinking that, like, normally when I take powerful build, I go for, like, dumb jock. I've not really played very much with Street Smart, but I was thinking maybe, like, you know, kind of punk with Heart of Gold is sort of what my decision-making thing here is a little bit. It's that and I want achievements, but,
Fair.
Okay, so I think it's either hi, how are you holding up, or send picture of tired cat you found on the internet. But I don't like memes, so I think we're going to go with being nice. So, hey, how are you holding up? It might take her a few minutes to get back to you. In the meantime, get dressed and head down to the kitchen. Time to start your day. You're back in the kitchen. Frou Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. I've already gotten the achievement where I pet her twice and get scratched up, so I don't think I need to do it again. And I can't talk to her. So we're going to go with leave the cat be. She clearly doesn't want to be touched. You leave her be. Maybe she'll come to you when she's more comfortable.
Hey. You sure took your time getting up.
What do we go with?
I usually do, hey cuz, or I'm sorry. Those are my two favorites.
Yeah. Hey, cuz, how are you doing?
How am I doing? I'm half an hour late for work is how I'm doing. I wanted to make sure I relayed this message in person in case you decided to ignore my texts again.
To be fair, she did not tell us what time she needed to be, like, up
Well,
and
now
leaving.
she is.
Yep. It's true that.
I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around in the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there. You could fall down a cliff. You could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere. You could get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe. And just because Stella spends a lot of time in the woods, it doesn't mean that she'll keep you out of trouble. I want you home by sunset from here on out.
How about this one? I'm sorry about last night. I had no idea what was going to happen, and I didn't think I'd worry you like that.
Good. Glad we're on the same page.
Oh, God, what a grin.
I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work, and I expect to see you here at sunset.
Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door.
Sunset.
Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. A text from Stella. You want to read the text?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hey, Pibbs, thanks for checking in. Hope you're all right, all things considered. I'm doing okay. Not great, but hanging in there. Up most of the night on cryptid forums, but no good answers yet. I'm at the library if you want to join. I have scones.
Scones? Say no more. And that's that. Time to start your day. Let's quickly look at the garden, though. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from your upstairs window. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate. If only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now. You wander further into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking, if indeed that had been a thing to begin with. The garden is peaceful, but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you're surrounded by the ghosts of what this place used to be. A greenhouse sits in the midst of the overwhelming greenery, unreachable from years of neglect, its glass clouded and cracked. Statues reach out from within seas of weeds as if begging to be rescued. And most strikingly, behind a pair of rusted metal gates, at the very peak of the mountain, sits a graveyard. You can just make out a few of the headstones, the scarlet name carved deep and proud into their faces. I'm not sure I've ever gotten this dialogue before, actually. You notice what a good view someone would have of your window if they stood where you're standing right now. I did get this before. You crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. A boot print, a big boot print, and what looks like some kind of viscera? Your thoughts turn to the specter from the night before. You snap a quick photo, just in case it comes in handy later. Okay, so, Pengu, you've done more runs of this than me. There's an achievement for, like, not telling anybody anything about Wayne, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So don't text it, don't mention it, don't bring it up at all.
Okay, and then when we see him in the mines, also don't mention that?
No, it only lasts up through the end of the library scene.
Oh, okay. You keep it to yourself for now. No need to cause any worry just yet. Yeah, because I don't think I've gotten that one. You head back inside. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. I don't want a PB&J because I am getting scones.
A scone.
Yeah. Scones are better than peanut butter and jelly. The walk back into town is much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't yet know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men who knew your name. You stare anxiously into the darkness between the trees, searching for any sign of movement. But the woods are still, at least for now. The autumn-tinged mountains, sprawling for miles in every direction, now feel less like beautiful scenery and more like the walls of a cage. Your phone buzzes in your pocket.
Look who I found at library. Said she was up all night thinking about the video. Adding you to a group text.
I'm only here 'cause it's quieter than the store. Or was, lol. And I'm trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy into this harbinger of doom stuff.
We know what animals they are. They're ditchlings, and they are harbingers of doom.
Sounds like they're having fun. Can't wait to solve this mystery. Almost back to town. You make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you, no scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed as if they happened to someone else. Ooh, do you want to be... Oh no, you're going to be Sybil, so I'll do Avery. Oh, hey, Pibs. We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sybil's to pick up her new tea blend, and, well...
You're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you.
You went out with Stella last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. Oh, okay, so I have a rule that when I get a thing that's related to a trait, I usually take it. Do I want to lie to Avery? I think I probably
it's
do.
Only partially alive, if you think about it.
That's true.
And you could still go and talk to them and...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We just got some really good footage is all. Now that is juicy. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves.
It's Chaga. Actually, do you know how to pronounce it? Is it Haga or Chaga or?
I'm assuming it's Chaga, but I don't actually know.
All right, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
It's Chaga and lemon balm. It does wonders to relieve stress and tension.
And if you want to spill the beans on about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyway, it's up to you. See you around, Pibs. See you, Sybil.
Take care now, Avery. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how... Why did I go British there? I don't know. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night.
You've been going a little British the entire time, though, so that's fine.
Yeah, all right.
It's how we know she's posh and fancy.
This is just how... It doesn't make sense for her hill folk background, but whatever. Johnny's been doing her with a Maine voice, and it's the funniest thing in the world.
Oh my god.
I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help.
Hey, lady, I don't like being yanked around. Last night you were on about some great doom landing on our doorstep, and now you're stone cold about it. What gives? Because something isn't adding up here.
I've shared what I know about the ditchlings, and I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe, Pips, and God bless. That was invasive as hell.
Yeah. You probably have a bit of time before you're needed at the library. Okay, so if we go to the diner, we will talk to Avery. And if we go to the general store, we'll talk to Miles and Duke and Bo, right?
Yep.
Which one do you think I should go do?
You can do both if you want.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, it doesn't lock you out.
Okay, excellent. Then let's go to the diner first. You head towards the diner. So we've got two miners, a completely random person. It's Tuesday. That might be Julian.
Yeah, I think that is specifically Julius.
Julius, yeah. Which is a name I should know. That is literally my grandfather's name. But Sigh.
Oh, do you want me to take over Avery for this bit?
Yeah, let's do that, because otherwise I'll just be talking to myself a bunch.
Yeah.
Alright, the diner is a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. Let's not warn the patrons of the dangers. How about that? You slide into the booth across from Avery.
Hey there, stranger.
Before you can exchange words, Winnie sidles up, a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way.
What? But the clue is pen sound. How is that a sound a pen makes? Wait, pen like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to guess that?
I don't know why you even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you.
It's just something to do to fill the time, but maybe I should switch to Sudoku.
Winnie leaves Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter.
So, what the hell really happened last night? You can tell me, I won't judge.
I think I'm gonna attempt to not have tea.
Don't have the tea. Don't drink the tea.
I could tell you about last night, but what if you don't believe me?
I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen.
I might as well tell him.
Yeah.
You spill the beans, glad to have someone to talk to about the horrors you've witnessed.
Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seems distant. Monsters in the woods. I may not have lived here long, but I've never heard of anything like that happening around these parts. I can't say I like the thought of it.
I hadn't pegged you as a transplant. Where are you from?
I moved here from Charlotte, gosh, 3 years ago now? Maybe a little more. I've lost track. Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and a job, and who was I to pass on that sort of generosity? To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the Cole folks grew up in this town, so it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Don't get me wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there's a shared history that I'll never be part of.
Do you regret moving here?
I don't think I have the choice to have second thoughts. I'm not going anywhere without Aunt Winnie, and there's no way she's leaving the place.
Why did you leave Charlotte, if you don't mind me asking?
Nah, it's cool. I was having some issues with my folks about my education, which, wasn't great. Especially since I was still stuck under their roof. When my aunt heard about it, she offered me a job and a place to stay, and the rest is history.
I get it. I've felt out of place the whole time I've been here. Folks on the whole have been pretty friendly, but life here is so different than what I'm used to. It's hard to explain, but I just don't feel like I belong.
Exactly. There are worse ways to be, but I'm not sure I'll ever entirely feel like I belong here.
Okay. Well, I guess that's what we're saying. I know that everything I told you about last night was a lot, but I'm not going to let anything happen to you or this town. We're on the case.
Thanks, Pibbs. I'm not typically one to get worried, but that's especially true with someone like you around. Aw man, it looks like my shift is starting. I hope you're doing a bit better. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual.
Avery slips out of the booth, giving a friendly half-wave before disappearing into the back. You leave the diner, ready to continue your day. Okay, I think I succeeded at not having any tea. Alright, let's go to the general store. Excellent. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. So, if I wanted to buy some chips or something here, do I talk to you, or...
You want me to do Miles?
Sure.
Right.
He sighs.
I guess, yeah. Nika decided to skip work today, so of course whatever plans I had didn't matter. Just take the chips. I don't care. I do like, hell yeah, thanks for looking out.
I should do that. Hell yeah, thanks for looking out, man. Grab a bag of salt and vinegar chips from a nearby shelf. It will sustain you in the coming days.
That made me buy salt and vinegar chips recently, because I just played through this so many times in quick succession.
I hate salt and vinegar potato chips, so...
I like them.
Not me.
But they make my tongue go numb if I eat too many.
I like sour cream and onion, but that's me.
Right on.
What you doing on your phone?
Games. You probably haven't heard of them.
Hi, I'm Pibbs. I just got to town yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Mom told me.
What's your name? As I pull teeth.
Miles.
Pull teeth from the teenager here.
Yep.
Right. See ya, Miles. Miles doesn't respond as you turn and leave the general store. Oh, I guess this is not when we get Bo and Duke. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves, meeting rooms and offices. Long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas.
Oh, hey, you made it.
Let's see. Yeah. Settle in. You head over to Stella and Kanika's table and settle in. Oh, also, the literal running of somebody out on a rail. Sigh.
Oh, yep.
Oh, I got the achievement for how do I click books or whatever it was last time.
Oh, yeah. You made it. Glad you could join us.
Morning, Pibbs. You look tired. Ooh, should I snitch on Miles? I don't remember if I ever got the achievement for snitching.
You have to snitch 3 separate times to get the snitch achievement, and that's not that common, so...
I think it's snitching on Miles, telling Tabitha that which minor told you that she used to date Wayne.
You can also tell Tabitha that Kanika and Stella put you up to talking to the minors, and that counts as a snitch.
Okay, cool. And then there's another one, but...
Telling Tabitha that a kid snuck into the mine is a snitch on its own.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So doing this will actually, I think, accomplish that. Let me just double check that I don't have that one already, because I don't want to, like, do it if I have it. Let's see. Do you remember what it's called by any chance?
I think it's called Ronnie the Rat.
Okay, yeah, so it's one that would have, like, the rat picture or whatever.
Yeah.
I might already have it. I'm not sure. I am not good at keeping track, and I really wish there was like a spreadsheet or something to keep track.
Yeah.
But I have not found it.
So, I'm sitting here like truly spoken like somebody who just within the last 2 weeks put in the extra tens of hours to get all 100% achievement.
Yeah, I know, and I can't tell which ones you have because it won't show me.
Well, I'll certainly try to remember if I see any opportunities. Like, I know there's going to be one opportunity in this chapter you can only get with Powerful Build and Street Smart.
Oh, which one? Is it the pull back the veil?
Yep.
Okay, I thought that one was Powerful Build and Kenai, but okay, yeah, I've been really, really trying to get that one.
Yeah, no, it's Powerful Build, Street Smart.
Okay, I am not seeing that achievement in my list or in the list of visible Achievements.
Well,
So,
it's probably a hidden one.
oh, you think?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let me just
If
extra.
it's not already in your list, then I'd go for it.
I am double checking. Double checking. Do 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 do. I don't think I have it. No. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So I think we need to try to get it. Oh, before I forget, I met your brother, Miles. He made me take chips without paying for them.
Pibbs, you can't just snitch on someone like that.
Ugh, I asked him to cover the store for one day and he can't even be bothered to do that. Typical. I am paying him, you know. It's no wonder he's chronically unemployed. Isn't he also like 12?
I know, right? Like, I always thought that was a weird line on her part.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess we should get started.
I think he's older than 12 because he's in high school, but he's probably like 14 or 15.
Right, like...
Maybe 16, 17 at the oldest.
Yeah. Before you dig in, you remember the boot print you found in the garden. Yeah, let's keep it to ourselves. It's probably nothing. It was probably nothing. No need to share what you found with the rest of the class. At least, not yet. When does it become a thingy? Like end of the chapter, or...?
End of the library scene.
Okay.
There will be one more chance for you to talk about it before the end of the library scene. Say no to that as well, and you'll get the achievement.
Gotcha. Hey there, strangers. Oh, do you want Oscar, by the way? Or...
Nah.
Okay.
I don't like trying to do a voice for Oscar. I try to go deep, and I don't have a deep voice.
Right. And literal stranger. Hey, I'm Pibbs, Tabitha's cousin. I'm in town for the funeral. Oh, I should have known you were Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. Oh, I'm Oscar Gutierrez, chief librarian, and only librarian.
Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with.
They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled.
What's the old Maxwell place?
It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens.
I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. Kids are smarter than you think. She can take care of herself. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not safe as it usually is around here. Is that so?
Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on out in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They're a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kind of look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods.
Ditchlings? Doesn't ring a bell.
Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking?
Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something?
I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. Hey, well, I'm gone, Gretchen.
Aw, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal. Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in those woods. Whatever's out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. I don't think it's safe. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kanika. And Pibbs, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand.
Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books.
Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair.
All right. This is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started.
Reading awaits. Okay, let's get educated.
Trade off reading the books.
Sure. I will take... Do you want to take Veins of Scarlet History, or do you want me to take it? Yeah, go for it.
Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exacerbated by his short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy, Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest two sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. ... managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet estate that was, until 1889, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. ... Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918. It was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse and the deaths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. Casualties. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son, Theodore, his brother Enoch V. Scarlet, who had taken over for their aging father during the bustle of the war, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town.
So this is how your family made its fortune. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the Army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness, for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. ... The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own two hands, occupied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife, Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. ... Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. I believe that's called lying and cheating,
Yup.
actually.
Cleverly.
Clever. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. You finished with this one. Alright. You get
Alright, want me
the.
to do Wampus Cat,
Uh,
and then you do Tommy Knockers, and then if you want, I can full voice the Tailipo.
oh god. I fucking hate that tale. Okay. We'll figure it out. Let's see. A few entries catch your eye. Yeah, let's go with you next, and then we'll figure it out.
Often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the Wampus Cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down and, by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of their region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wildcat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered to perform the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Her calls are those of great sadness, and serve as a warning to anyone who dares go against tradition.
I feel like they're describing Fisher cats
Eh,
with the calls they make.
yeah.
Okay, Tommyknockers originated in Cornish mythology, spreading to the United States when Cornish immigrants began working in Appalachian mines. They're named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave in. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers to the supports of mines and collapse them on whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are the spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. This one's all you. Ugh.
Okay. Now, do you want me to full voice it, like do the voices, or
Oh.
just read it straight?
Just to read it straight, because it's a
Okay.
book, and it creeps me the hell out.
That's fair. I like my. I want my
Uh,
voice, so
Don't do
that's
that.
fine. That's fine. It does also take a lot of energy and scratchy throat.
Right.
So, there was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs emptied, the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Some small creature had gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he'd drawn his gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail, shot off by the hunter's rifle. Guess this'll have to do, he said to his dog, and threw the tail in a pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed, satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling across wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he'd been, and in the gloom he saw two big yellow eyes staring right at him. I want my Tailipo, a high, hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. Go away, he screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of long claws dragging across hardwood accompanying its movements. I want my Tailipo, the creature growled again. I'll get my dog after you, the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear, but there was no dog to be seen. I want my Tailipo! Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, But the next morning, all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney standing alone in the woods.
You close the book and put it back. I think I'm all done. Let's check in.
Alright, if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything?
Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut.
Aw, hey Pixel.
You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find.
Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats.
Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Why do you let a paper shredder freely wander the library? Have you seen this little guy's face? How could I say no to that? You decide to leave Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Alright, I'd better get back to shelving. Let me know if you need anything. Have you had any luck with Rosalina? Huh, not yet. I knew a teen would be a handful, but I didn't think it'd happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on her in on her usual haunts. I can speak. Stella, what was that you were saying about nuclear incidents? You were talking about the Goldsboro thing, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I just cannot voice. Haha.
Yeah, I know, right?
That sounding incredibly sarcastic, but yeah. Haha, yeah. Apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple bombs.
Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the two bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger on the descent.
And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered.
Right. Its conventional explosive disintegrated in midair, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. I don't think disarming nuclear bombs is part of our skill set. Absolutely not. Also, Goldsboro is almost 400 miles from here. I think we're good.
I'm just saying, you never know with radiation.
We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here.
You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up.
I've missed this. You lean in and quietly whisper to Stella and Kanika. Do you guys think there's, like, a cult here? Let's go with here. Maybe the ditchlings were, like, summoned as part of a ritual or something like that.
I'd assumed the spiral we found was some sort of nest made by the ditchlings, but yeah, maybe we had cause and effect backwards. I'm writing it down.
It's much more likely that thing was a nest than it was some sort of magical ritual site. So, about the coal mines here. Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never.
Speak for yourself. I love a good crevasse. Weird statement, Stella.
Oh, Stella. I always thought it was crevice. But I don't know if it's spelled this way. I don't know. Like, it doesn't look like it should be. Oh, okay. Hi, Tom. Hey, Tom, is it crevice or crevasse? And is it
That's
spelled the same?
He thinks both are correct depending on.
Is it spelled differently? Because I've heard crevice, but this does not look like it's how you spell crevice.
Crevasse is correct sometimes when talking about the geological phenomenon Tom thinks. So.
Okay. So since she's talking about a mine and not like a butt crack, I guess it's crevasse.
Anyway, I will be right back.
Okay. Okay, I will take this opportunity to drink beverage. I will also take this opportunity to once again talk about the fact that I'm trying to raise funds for Direct Relief Ukraine, and that for folks who donate, it's December, so you still can apply that donation to your 2022 taxes and deduct it, because charitable donations are tax deductible. And that's the donation rewards I got going for you. Also, you get to feel good about donating, because it's a good thing to do. Direct Relief provides medical supplies directly to the Department of Health in Ukraine. And also, it's Christmas around here in the US right now. But Ukraine, being part of the Eastern Orthodox Church, normally celebrates Christmas on January 7th, but this year the Ukrainian Orthodox Church allowed all of its folks to celebrate Christmas on December 25th, basically to say fuck you to Russia. It's not aligned with the Russian Church, but they do tend to normally follow the same calendar. But as of this year, the church said, fuck you, Russia, we're going to celebrate with everybody else on December 25th. Which, like, I am always up for saying fuck you to Russia, generally speaking, so I am all about this. So, yeah.
I re-exist with cake.
Ooh, you have cake? I am jealous. I am super jealous.
Rice flour cake, so it's mochi cake.
Ooh, I'm like extra jealous. It's like gluten-free Japanese cake.
Yeah, Tom made it himself with like fancy flour from the Japanese grocery.
Ooh, that's pretty awesome. Did he make it like for the holidays or just for fun?
Yeah, he brought it. We went to different family things, so.
Okay, he brought it to his family. Yeah, you mentioned, yeah.
So.
He brought it to his family thing. That makes sense. I have a wheel of brie and puff pastry and onion jam. And onion jam is still left over from when Steve was up and made it. And at some point I need to like go and put that in the oven and make a baked brie out of things. But
it's funny to watch myself take bite and then do the cover my mouth thing.
Just pretend like you're in an anime. It's all good. Okay, let's see. So Stella likes a good crevasse. What happened after the mine collapse? The book just kind of glosses over that. There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here. Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business.
No offense or anything. I'm sure Tabby runs the mines better than Charles Shaw did.
Still hasn't let the union in, though. There's a reason she and I don't talk. You guys really seem to have a bone to pick with Charles Shaw. That's what happens when someone directly causes a monumental disaster, especially in a small town like this. People tend to spit when you hear your name.
He got run out of town on a rail, you know? And that's not a figure of speech. Back then, they actually tied you to a rail and ran you out of town. There's a big mural of it over on the far wall.
He got off easy, if you ask me. Okay, so, Pengu, question. Obviously, when we have mystic, we find out details of like various things about our family. Do we just never know any of that stuff if we don't have mystic?
The haunting in chapter 3.
Like, it's
Find out if you don't find out from that vision with mystic, then you find out from the haunting in chapter 3.
Do you find that out like even when you're not mystic and therefore you don't know what your lines are?
There's a lot of stuff that's like, oh, are they implying this?
Mm.
Because there's a lot like the dad, who was played by Oscar, who is one of the
Right.
required members of the haunt,
Right.
will always say, it wasn't me, it was that damn snake Enoch.
Okay.
He set me up.
Right. Okay, valid. So it's only confirmation if you have mystic, but if you don't have mystic, it's the first time you hear that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. He got off easy, if you ask me. A union-busting mine collapsed from poor working conditions. Color me shocked.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
That's what that sculpture out front is for, commemorating all the men and children who died that day. Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1918. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there, probably to try and show us how good we have it, or whatever. Low bar, if you ask me.
You know, that could be what the ditchlings are warning us about. Another collapse. Writing it down on the list of potential disasters.
Yeesh, Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with the kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. Y'all don't actually think the mine's about to collapse, right? No, I don't think so. Phew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought.
You never know.
Let's go with this one. The mines seem too obvious. It's got to be something else.
Maybe, but pretty much every part of this town is built around them.
Sure, but we're also surrounded by plenty of remote woods and mountains. Pibbs is right. Just because something seems obvious, it doesn't necessarily mean it's right or relevant. So, Silas Scarlet. Yeah, I figured old money from the south wouldn't be great, but he sure did some things to get where he was, huh? That book is a perfect example of why you should use multiple sources for your research instead of trusting the first thing you read on the subject. Yep, dude was a monster. The mines made a lot of money during the Civil War, too, and you can probably guess which side a North Carolinian business owner would be working for.
Sorry you're related to him.
This town is stuck in the past and built on atrocities. It's already practically collapsing onto itself, no offense. But maybe that's why the ditchlings are here. None taken.
Yeah, because, like, I agree.
Yeah, right?
Anyway, why would the ditchlings be here now, though? Scarlet Hollow's been like this for as long as I can remember.
So, Appalachian folk monsters. Bumpus cats kind of sound like they could be mountain lions. Voice like a woman crying out, somewhere between person-sized and cat-sized. Definitely. They're 100% mountain lions.
Kanika, you know there are no mountain lions up here. I thought you were supposed to be a skeptic.
But the myths are old, right? Mountain lions didn't go extinct in the Appalachians that long ago. Those legends just haven't died off yet. Almost every cryptid can be tracked down to either a hoax or someone getting confused about a perfectly normal animal. Sometimes both. Bigfoot, for instance, started as a prank, Then folks saw bears walking around on their hind legs and got freaked out, and now here we are.
You'll eat those birds when I get the first clear footage of a Bigfoot.
If you manage that, I will print out a piece of paper that says Bigfoot isn't real and literally eat it. I promise.
I'm holding you to it.
Do you think the ditchlings are Tommyknockers? What with the whole warning thing?
Good thought, but Tommyknockers live in mines. That's like their whole thing. I'm gonna write it down though.
Tommyknockers are literally just the sounds that happen when a bunch of rocks and wood are about to collapse.
Are they? Or are they the sound of mysterious creatures pounding on the rocks and support beams with hammers to cause a collapse? There's simply no way to know.
My mom used to tell me that Tailipo story back when I was little. I can't believe I forgot that one. It scared me so bad I didn't eat soup for years. I thought a monster might try and dig it out of my stomach if I did. I love that one. There's this old chimney in the woods that I used to think was the chimney from Tailipo, the one that was left after the thing did whatever it did. Now I know that's just because chimneys don't burn down and wooden houses do.
That doesn't mean it's not the chimney from Tailipo. I've camped out there a couple times and seen some pretty spooky stuff.
Yeah, I watched that video. You saw raccoons. You're gonna get rabies one of these days chasing after wildlife like that.
What can I say? I like to live on the edge.
Let's move on.
Don't mention.
Yeah, don't mention Wayne. What do y'all think?
Maybe we should go to the mines. There was that collapse a while back and a lot of people died. Maybe the ditchlings are here to warn us about something like that happening again.
Okay, good. All this talk of the mines reminds me, though. There's been this really unsettling miner who's been coming around my mom's tea shop lately. His name is Wayne, and there's something wrong with him. Like, viscerally wrong.
Oh, shoot, you can't get the achievement because you have to have gone home the night before without Stella running into Wayne.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to say no thank, like, you have to not go visit Kanika and Sybil to get the achievement. I totally forgot.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that that's like, was actually an option to not go. Okay. Ah, drat. Oh well.
Sorry. Anyway, no kidding. He snuck up on us last night and called out Pibbs by name. Sent chills down my spine.
I don't know if there's much of a connection, but if we're headed to the mines, we might as well look into him. Let's see. How about... Alright, but if we're doing this, let's do our best to stay under the radar. I'm already in hot enough water with Tabitha as is. That sounds like a good idea.
Sorry. We'll be super sneaky, I promise. I can even keep lookout. She's just zoning. Look at us going out on a kilter together. I missed this.
I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though, there is something missing. Reese.
Oh, we didn't quite say.
I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately?
Nope. I tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick.
I didn't realize it was getting so bad. That poor guy.
You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Pibbs. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave.
Hell yeah, let's do it!
Alright, let's roll out. See See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalita.
Thanks, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. I have to say, in the light of Chapter 4, all of this is extra something.
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Sure is.
Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness.
Sorry.
It's okay. You have cake.
I consumed cake. Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies, too.
Shh.
Do you want to do Dr. Kelly or...
I'll do Dr. Kelly. You want to do... oh, yeah, we don't get Reese right now, so I'll do Dr. Kelly.
Yeah, not yet.
Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stared directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out.
Nothing strenuous, you promise.
I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese.
It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Pips would get along super well, too.
Stella's right. We're just going for a light walk, and I've heard such great things about your son. I'm only in town for a few more days, and it'd be a shame if I didn't get the chance to meet him. Dr. Kelly looks you up and down and sighs. All right, you win. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper, and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. I'm sure he'll be happy to meet you too, Pibbs.
That would be great. I could bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs. Does he still eat those?
No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle.
Okay, I'll bring soda then.
That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home.
She might cheer him up. You know they have those therapy dogs in hospice.
No dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. God, that woman makes me so nervous.
I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese.
You're not wrong, Stella. Or maybe she's just nice to kids.
Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive?
Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of you going up there without the van.
Cool. I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Pips. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods.
Either way works for me. Okay. Alright, Stella, what is actually up with you and cars? The mines have got to be a ways off, right? Don't worry about it, Pibbs. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than 2 people. I'm thinking of walking with Stella.
Right away.
Among other things, I heard that in order to be on Tabby's good side, you basically have to, like, do nothing good with Kanika.
That's not...
And vice versa.
I've definitely succeeded at going all the way to, like, ice cream social levels with Tabitha while also befriending Kanika.
Ooh, I need to get the ice cream social and I need to get the mines thing. But either way, we'll walk with Stella. I'll walk with Stella. We'll meet you there. It's not good to send her alone in the woods. The woods are calm and serene compared to last night, though you can't help but get the feeling that danger lurks just beyond the trees.
Hey, thanks for coming along with us. With Gretchen and me, I mean. I had fun last night, but it was also kind of an objectively horrible experience. I was a little worried you'd vanish into thin air or lock yourself in the estate, never to be heard from again.
Hmm. I wasn't about to ditch out on the most interesting thing to happen to me in years.
I'm right there with you, and I'm happy I'm not doing this alone.
The conversation comes to a dramatic halt with you, Stella, and Gretchen all whirling around to face the source of the sound.
Whoa, calm down, girl. It's just a bird.
Hang on, give me a sec. Back. You just need to click on some buttons. There you go.
The same probably goes for the two of us. I guess we're all a little on edge. Let's hurry to the mine. It shouldn't be much further. Farther.
Kanika casually leans against her van as you and Stella emerge from the woods. Hey. Y'all have a good walk?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, not that you were missing out or anything.
You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you?
Nope.
That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan?
I guess we go talk to people.
I guess so.
I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines.
Tabitha?
Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky.
We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there.
Wait, powerful build in Street Smart has a thing.
Oh, crap, you're right.
You can go back.
I'm going to go back. Load. Auto. This one, yes. Oh, yes. Ha!
Because if you have powerful build, you'll be like, oh, I can fit in right in with the miners. And if you have Street Smart, you can be like, yes, I love a good sneak. So if you're powerful build and Street Smart.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. Disco redeemed hats off. I have to wear a tiara.
Oh.
Hang on.
You want me to wear something hat-like in solidarity?
That is up to you. Up to you. Okay.
Well, I will wear a Pengu hat in solidarity.
Hey, Disco. Beauty and grace. That's me. Also, I had my hair redone yesterday, so, you know, extra blending into the green screen. But, yeah, hi, Disco. Welcome. My friend Pengu and I are voicing this nonsense together, and I'm also trying to do a little tiny bit of fundraising, because that's what one does on Christmas. And happy holiday and various things you may or may not celebrate to you. Welcome. Chill with us. We're trying to be reasonably chill. I need to set a timer because I can only wear this thing on my head for about 10 minutes, and 10 minutes is what this redeem is. So my watch will vibrate. Yes! Happy Sunday! Yay! I'm all about the happy Sunday. Alright. I'm going to mark off that I put on the tiara thing. Okay. Now, where were we? Alright, so you think... Yeah, okay, let's do the joint thing.
Down, you can read the powerful build and Street Smart things by
I'm sure I'll fit right in with a bunch of burly coal miners. I call dibs. I love to do a good sneak. Okay, yeah, you're right. Let's do the both thing. Count me in. I was practically born for this job. You're gonna do great. So, the plan. You know those cheesy old rom-coms where somebody wears an earpiece on their first date?
Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance setup in the back of your van that I didn't know about?
What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way.
Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough.
Aw, thanks. I do my best.
I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah?
Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance of the mines. Your phone buzzes.
Hey!
Can you hear us? Try saying something. Okay. Is there really any other choice? Something. Stella and Kanika chuckle on the other end of the line.
Alright, cool.
Nothing to do now but enter the worksite. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow Mine. Okay. I love this. Go straight to the main office and find your cousin. I'm in. All right, Morpheus. Good to know. All right, so...
You just do all the other miners to make things simpler?
Hmm?
You want me to just do all the miner voices to make things easy?
Yes.
Sort of a back and forth.
Have you ever gone straight to the main office to find Tabitha?
I have not. It is not achievement.
It's not an... It doesn't help with making her friendly?
Correct.
Okay, then let's not talk to miners.
I mean, I do have recommendations if you'd like for being super friends with Tabby.
Sure, yes.
Which is wait until after Wayne and then either talk to one more group of miners or just stop from there and go straight. Either way, go to Tabby's office. You can also get your second snitch in there and
right.
mention that and Stella dragged you out.
Okay. Okay.
And then
I think I do.
This is probably obvious, but specifically when you then go to see Rosina sneaking into the mine, call her and stay and wait.
Yes. Do you know? So can I still do it if I talk to the second group of miners?
You can still do it if you talk to the second group, but you cannot if you do the third.
Right. And I don't think I have the traits to get Isaacs to meet me later.
Actually, you do. You need street smart.
Oh, okay.
You should talk to the second group of miners.
Yes. Okay. You approach the nearest group of miners: a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax.
You got a reason to be bothering us?
Oh boy. Okay. Let's go with... Seen anything weird lately? Miners look you up and down.
Weird how?
Have you heard any weird noises coming from the woods?
Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night. I thought it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet.
Have you run into any weird animals?
Nope. You've been talking to that townie? The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? Wait, are they talking about me? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. Yup, that's me, alright. Aw, and aw, that's so sweet. But, you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't been seeing many animals at all lately. Used to be I'd see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. This is your first year up here, ain't it? We're not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating. That's all. I don't know. She's got a point. I've been up here 5 years. Never been like this before. Ha! Maybe it's that global warming then. But I think we're calling it climate change now.
I've got a couple of other questions. Ask them about Wayne. Oh, God. Okay. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne?
Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut up. Missed that dude.
What happened to him? Miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another.
Isn't that the guy y'all said was, he's gone. That's all that matters.
Oh, do I press them?
Up to you. I don't think it makes a difference.
Yeah. What happened to him? Dot, dot, dot.
What are you, some sort of cop? I don't think that works because they know you're
Yeah.
Alpha's cousin.
Yep.
Like, you can tell a convincing lie, but if they literally know who you are, there's only so much you can do.
Just tell me what happened.
Fuck off. Hey, Zax, come on, man. No, I've been here decades longer than you, and I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyway. Sorry.
The miners pack up their things and leave.
Ah, yeah, here we go.
You head over to the next group of miners. You stop in your tracks, a shiver running up your spine as an uncomfortably familiar voice calls out to you.
You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Show him who's boss, show him who's boss.
Okay. Whoever this creep is, he doesn't seem to understand who's boss around here. You rush forward to throw a punch, but before you've even finished swinging, the figure's already moved to your side.
Pull down the veil!
Oh, I got the achievement. While you recover from your swing, your other hand shoots up and reaches toward the veil, covering the figure's face.
You gotta have high strength and...
Whoa! As your fingers wrap around it, your body is thrown back by a forceful shove as the figure bounds back towards the shadows.
You don't have to be afraid of me.
Except that you are bleedy, pussy weird.
Also, I gotta say, it's the funniest thing ever, because I lean forward towards the mic to get that voice,
Mm-hmm.
and then all you see is Penguin right now.
Oh, that's adorable. Yep.
Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask.
Says the ominous Penguin clearly.
Yeah. Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. The veil you pulled from his head lies on the ground in front of you. It's stained and yellowed with what you can only assume is a film of pus and dead skin.
Creepy.
Gross. Hey, Pibbs, are you still there? We were just getting static from you. Ooh, let's lie. Nothing happened.
You sure? I could have sworn I saw you talking to someone. Wait, it wasn't Wayne, was it? Are you okay? You should talk about the veil.
Yeah. I managed to grab his mask, veil, whatever was on his face. Did you get a good look at him? Should I lie? I don't think I should lie. No, but I...
want to be friends with Wayne.
Do I want to be friends with Wayne?
I mean, on a Tabitha friendly run, it feels a little weird.
Yeah, right? Okay. Oh, this is coming off. Oh my god. This thing, I love it, but it does give me a headache if I wear it for too long.
Alright, I will also take off the penguin mask, but I'm kind of pleased that I got to be Penguin Wayne.
No, but I took a look at the mask and it was disgusting. That's another check mark for the he's sick with something weird theory.
I hate to say it, but with how the call went static, what if he's a ghost? Like, actually a ghost?
You hate to say it? Stella, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real.
Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Pips.
Mm. He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, that I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right?
The plot thickens.
Mm. Wayne's trying to make us leave just means that we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Whoa, so brave.
Heck yeah, Pips. We've got your back.
Why did I draw, like, I feel like I should be taking that veil, like, for analysis.
You cannot.
I know, but I should be. Let's go approach another group of miners.
Hey there. Can we help you with something?
Do any of you know a man named Wayne?
Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him?
He's been following me.
Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. Now, hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him?
That's what the folks at the general store have been calling him. Kanika and Sybil.
Good people. But I don't expect they know every mining fella in town by sight, if you catch my drift. Smith, you're losing me. I'm just saying. Oh, sorry, one second. Spam call. I'm just saying, it'd be awfully strange for Wayne to still be in town, wandering around, following some stranger and not checking in with any of his buddies. Sounds to me like someone who got sick of work and is having a little fun playing hooky. The following, though, okay, yeah, that does sound a little unlike him. I thought his lady friend had him under lock and key. Just smells fishy to me. Until I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever is calling himself Sam Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide nor hair of the man. No, there's no way. He's not. He can't be. I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his, he wasn't the first to catch her eye. Any one of her jilted ex-lovers could have seen them sneaking around and gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. Dang, who are they talking about?
The miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibility.
I told him not to get involved with her. I told him.
Who was Wayne seeing?
Whoa now. If you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp's nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. You should press them if you want to talk to Isaac.
Yeah. Come on, don't dangle something like that.
Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I've got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. ...
As the miners turn and leave, you can't help but get the feeling that Isaacs has more to say. Alright, let's slip him our contact info. As the miners pack their things, you scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. It was great to meet you all. You reach towards Isaacs and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm.
Don't mention it.
Excellent. Should we check in?
Just as a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. Now, to be fair, you could talk to the third group of miners and never get caught, but if you don't want Tabitha to be mad at you, you should not talk to the third group of miners.
Okay. I'm assuming I should talk to her, right? Or
Honestly, I was thinking about it, and I think the best reason to talk to her is to get that snitch achievement.
okay,
So it's worth it.
okay,
As long as you don't say anything shitty, she won't get more mad at you.
right. I'm going to find Tabitha. I need to talk to her about this stuff.
Good luck. I've got my eyes peeled.
You make your way to the trailer in the middle of camp.
Yeah, definitely don't go in with the earphones on.
Yep, I think I'm just gonna hang up and enter. You disconnect from the call. Ooh, achievement unlocked. I want to talk to your manager.
Oh, you never went to talk to her here before.
No,
Apparently.
I have not. Okay, you disconnect from the call before opening the door. You enter Tabitha's trailer and find her sitting at her desk, her head buried in her hands.
What are you doing here?
Mm,
I think probably. Oh, Stella and Kanika wanted me to snoop around the mine so you get the snitch thing.
Stella and Kanika wanted me to snoop around the mines.
Kanika? That woman's had it out for me since the day we met. I thought she and Stella stopped hanging out. Ugh, they must have reunited specifically to torment me. And on this of all weeks. From now on, you'd do best to avoid both of them. Why exactly did they want you to break into my mind?
Oh, they just wanted to torment you. Stella,
No.
we're trying to investigate some of the things that went down last night. We thought asking some of the miners might be a good place to start.
And what, pray tell, are you investigating? What does it have to do with my men?
Ditchlings. There are monsters in the woods, Tabitha. I know it's hard to take this seriously, but we caught them on camera, and they're supposedly a portent of doom for the town. I'm not asking you to believe me, but I'm asking you to take me seriously.
I don't know anything about monsters in the woods, but if there's some kind of doom coming for this town, it'll be because I'm not able to do my job.
Should I ask her about Wayne?
I don't think it'll lose you tons of points or anything. Because at this point, you have no reason to know that she'd be sensitive about it.
Right. There's some guy named Wayne who's been following me around town. There's something seriously wrong with him. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but I could use your help. Apparently, he used to work here.
I don't know what to tell you. Look, I'm sure if you ask around about him, you'll hear some rumors, especially from my employees. They like to gossip. There was a man named Sam Wayne who worked here for a spell, then he disappeared. It happens all the time in this line of work. People show up for a job from out of town and they disappear one day after getting paid. I don't know what happened to the man. I didn't even know if he was still alive. But of course, my workers blame me for running him off. Whatever. It's easy to blame the mean boss for that sort of thing. If you've seen him around, that's news to me and also none of my business, as he is no longer in my employ. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Like, she knows stuff about him, but our street smart is... But Street Smart's not picking up that she's lying, which is the thing I'm curious about.
Here's the thing. Well, if you want to hang out with Tabitha, you might actually hear this yourself with Street Smart. If you were, and if her liking me, but
Okay.
do you want to wait, or do you want me to tell you what I was thinking?
I want you to tell me what you were thinking.
She knows that Berlan spoke to him, and she doesn't know what happened after that. She literally doesn't. She's like, maybe Perlan did something to him. I don't actually know. All she knows is that Perlan spoke to him and he vanished.
Okay, so like it's not like they broke up or anything.
Nope. Perlan did something. And I think Tabitha suspects that Perlan did something, but she doesn't want to think too hard about it, so she's just like, oh, he clearly just left of his own volition.
You know, if Perlan...
However, later on, I think that
Yeah.
I think that she does know something about, like, the current version of Wayne that she's not letting on. but
Right.
I don't think she's connecting him to the Wayne that she knew. I think it's not him anymore, and I think she knows that.
I think so. My theory was that she thought Perlan might have killed him, and whatever is there now took over the body.
Yeah.
But also, if I am right and what I saw in the Forbidden Wing was in fact Wayne, then her died
Yeah,
from.
he's in there.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. What did you say?
I thought if what I saw in the Forbidden Wing is Wayne, then her died from sleep apnea is probably died from Wayne holding a pillow to her face.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. And I'm like 100% sure that Wayne is the person who's living in the estate.
Yeah, I mean,
I also think he's the entity.
you are probably right. I'm thinking the estate falling apart has let it out. I also know that there's a sacrificial goat in the thing, and Tabitha is supposed to only feed it special stuff from Sybil, but also we have the option to feed it peanuts. That can't.
You?
Yeah, apparently I've never done it, but
Oh,
apparently,
that's fascinating.
apparently, if you still have the peanuts in chapter 4, which I've never had. There was only one chapter where I took the peanuts and I had fed them to the mayor.
I mean, it also might just be that Sybil is giving her herbs to keep the goat calm.
Yes, but Sybil specifically tells her, don't let it eat anything except these.
Oh, interesting.
Also, like, in my run with Powerful Build and Talk to Animals, I didn't have Street Smart, so I couldn't pick the lock, so I broke the lock. And I, like, tried to take the goat out of the greenhouse and untie it, and the goat was like, fuck you, I live here.
Yeah, I did a Talk to Animal in Street Smart run and had a similar conversation with the goat where the goat is like, what do you mean leave? I don't want to leave.
My theory was that if I did Street Smart, I could, like, relock it, but with Broken Lock, it just was left unlocked.
You can relock it with Street Smart.
Right. With Powerful Build, you break the lock, so you can't.
Yep. Not lockable again, but the goat's not leaving on its own, so...
No, but I'm just thinking, like, so many things could go
It
wrong.
just means that Tabitha
Is gonna know.
somebody went in there.
Right. It's just like, yeah. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna leave it at that, because that's the options we've got. You leave it at that.
Look, I'm kind of swamped right now. I was actually getting ready for a big meeting when you walked in, but if you want, you can just wait here for an hour or so, and I can swing back when I'm done and pick you up. Just don't go around bothering my men. Don't move a muscle. Don't so much as make eye contact with them. They're supposed to be working. I'll see you then.
Tabitha leaves the room. Okay, it's a trailer. She leaves the trailer, I imagine.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Also, I love the banned Stella posters,
Yeah.
as well as Stella hugging Gretchen photos.
Yep. Along with some suspiciously normal-looking photos, as Kenai will point out.
Which suspiciously normal looking photos? These ones?
Oh yeah, if you have Kenai, it'll be like you see some posters of Stella of being saying that she's banned, and also a couple of suspiciously normal-looking ones of her and Gretchen snuck in.
Mm-hmm.
Implying that Tabitha has put up just a couple of nice photos of Stella for herself.
Right. Ah, I see the jar of the GIF peanut butter here.
Yep.
I'm assuming this is Perlan, and this is Enoch, I guess?
Yeah.
Maybe Silas, I'm not sure, but, like, yeah.
No, it looks like Enoch.
Okay. All
And
right.
he's been the one...
Right before...
Well, no, I guess that's weird that Edwardine doesn't get it.
Yeah. One of the things I noticed in this run when examining the family tree, I thought that all the dead people had little wings, but they don't. Edwardine doesn't, and Enoch doesn't. And Andrew...
Maybe its wings are only for the ones that died before having kids?
No, but, like, Mary Bell has them, and she... she died after having kids. it's like there is one line of people, right? It's Andrew Jackson Scarlett, Enoch, Edwardina,
and
Perlan,
weird.
Tabitha. Yeah, it's in fact weird. Okay, Tabitha leaves the room. As soon as she's gone, you place Kanika's earbuds back in your ears and redial the group.
Hey, is everything good?
Uh,
All of those things are so rude. I feel like the least rude thing is that she's hiding something. That's my opinion.
yeah, I think she's hiding something. That woman's hiding a lot of things, but if some of those things are related to what's happening in town.
Aw, come on, Meeks. Cut Pibbs some slack. Abby's not that bad.
She totally is, though. No use sticking around here.
I gotta wonder if Sybil is part of the reason that Kanika hates Tabitha so much.
Well, clearly,
Sybil seems to want you to be suspicious of Tabitha.
yes. I feel like Sybil is just puppet mastering the entire everybody everything.
Yeah.
And has been for forever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's regroup, not continue investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aha. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill.
Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina.
Wait, really? What is she doing here? I can't pick anything other than that first one because it is so awesome. Clearly, she's doing a delinquency. I mean, yeah, but what kind of delinquency?
Only one way to find out. Let's go after her.
You rush over the hill to get your bearings, the sound of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. She didn't.
I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days.
But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Guess we should go after her, right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's head in before someone gets hurt.
Whoa, are you sure you want to tag along, Meeks? Pips and I can handle this on our own.
Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Yep. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin.
What is it? You know I'm in a meeting.
A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. Ah, achievement unlocked. Ronnie the Rat. I figured you should know.
What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. No need to get snarky is actually a perfectly valid thing to say, because she doesn't mind people not being... Like, one of the things about Tabitha is she doesn't like if you just kowtow to her.
Mm-hmm.
But also this works if you don't want to go into there.
Yeah. Oh, I will happily wait. I do not want to go in there.
Good.
Tabitha hangs up on you. You find a tree to lean against and wait for your cousin. Stella and Kanika will probably be fine without you. Also, ditchlings. I just realized that there was one up there. You stand outside the mines, anxiously eyeing the tree line, hoping not to glimpse any inhuman movements.
Okay. you actually waited for me. I don't know what to say.
It's cousin bonding time. Um. mm, Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I have waited?
Do I need to explain that to you? You haven't exactly been reliable since you've gotten here. Come on, let's get this over with.
You've been very reliable, thank you very much.
Yeah. I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way.
Tabitha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. You follow her and enter the mine. Dun dun dun. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate the maze of corridors. This is a rare place where your well-muscled frame feels like it might be more of a hindrance than a help.
Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up?
Because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people?
168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under the rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them.
What makes you so sure it was Charles Shaw's fault?
It doesn't really matter whose fault it is. That's ancient history at this point. 100 years on, who cares about pointing fingers and passing blame? Everybody involved is long dead. What I care about are the 168 people who climbed down to their death that day, unaware of the hand that had been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due.
Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. What the hell was that?
Probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban from my property. Come on, it came from this way.
Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument.
I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. How about I do Rosa?
Okay.
Like you're doing Oscar?
Sure.
It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be.
You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much.
Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids.
Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no, I know this isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you.
Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that you and Stella managed to drag him. Oh, actually, that sounded more annoyed than I think that she actually... Sorry. I still can't believe that you and Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague.
What's the deal with you and Kanika?
Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together. But that was years ago, so who knows?
What do you think of Kanika?
I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak.
Hmm. She thinks you're exploiting your workers.
I'm not trying to exploit anyone. I'm just doing the best I can. It's not my fault that sometimes I have to make cuts. It's not my fault that some people just aren't cut out for the job. I've given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter.
Let's move on. They're close. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a smaller cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach.
My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want.
Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand.
No, Alexis, he got promoted last month.
Correction. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he still even has a job in the morning. What?
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, Tabby. Hey, Pips. We thought we'd lost you there.
Did you run off to snitch to Tabitha? Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best. These kids are refusing to listen to us.
Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point.
Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use.
Oh, come on. This place is way sturdy. Check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling.
Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things.
Ooh, hang on. Somebody's asking me about the donate link. Oop.
Oh, I see it. No offense, Rosalina.
Oh, yeah.
None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature.
Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too.
Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger.
Can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything. But this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die.
Oh, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation, what with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not a clear enough message for you?
Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds.
Hey, I'm defending you. I'm not sad. Where did you get that idea?
Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad.
So she's sad. so what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her whole life sucks right now.
Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina.
We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house.
They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup.
No, it isn't, Zane.
Rosalina deserves better.
I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property.
Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you.
He thinks our house is haunted.
Oh.
Wait, what? And I should care because...
Oh, hang on. Thank you for donating.
Oh, yay.
Yay. I think my little... So it made the sound. I don't know if it did a little wavy flag. But yay, thank you very much for donating.
Visual.
Oh, did you see my little wavy Ukraine flag?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. And I should care because...
Because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward.
Becca, I don't think you can say, you can just, say, that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something?
Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I should investigate. Or I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. I'm still a little kid. Ugh, you're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would have been pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the five of you might actually have some actual character. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals.
That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know.
I rest my case.
Wait, what did you say about child labor? Okay, what am I gonna say here? I'm sure Oscar is doing this to protect you.
If you want Tabby to like you, that might not be the best choice.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I should have chimed in before you did it.
Why?
Because she has strong opinions about Oscar and thinks he's
Oh, yeah. Because yeah.
The top one should be fine. Any of the bottom ones should probably be fine. It's just the two about Oscar.
Yeah, I like this one. At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. I've seen some real bad things in this town. Even if it isn't a ghost, it doesn't mean Oscar is lying to you.
Why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There is no ghost. There are no such things as ghosts. Oscar is just lying.
Yo, what if we break in and ghost bust the place anyway, just to be sure?
Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved.
You know, Rosalina, you can always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch.
Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, And I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up.
You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises?
It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out.
Stella!
Stella.
Yeah.
I know. But weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher.
Do you have no sense of self-preservation?
I want you out of here, Stella. Aw, come on, Tabby. You can come along too.
If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in.
Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving.
Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out.
It'll be fun, Meeks.
It will not. Wait a second. Where did 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Ugh, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hits through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I am literally begging you. If only all of the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess, but no, there just have to be remnants from a bygone era.
Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago?
I was trying to get you to leave my mine.
Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance.
We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times.
Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe.
Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way.
Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families stew me into the ground.
Are those really your priorities right now?
Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Pibbs. I'm not letting you out of my sight.
Yeah, sure, I could never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow.
Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks.
I will happily escort these 2 knuckleheads out. ...
Puppy dog eyes.
Yep.
No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella.
Aw, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out.
Tabitha sighs.
Ugh, there's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing.
I think I'm skipping all of the explorers.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we?
Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing.
I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon.
For
sure. We won't be long.
Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. I'm so bad at stoner teenager voice. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I struggle with that one too.
Kanika, Miles, and Zane head toward the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. I see they've left their
Right,
garbage.
No dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way.
You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was really cool. Why are we trying to get her all mad?
We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around.
What dumbass teenager logic.
Yeah. Also,
Oh, you hear that, Tab?
are you the one beeping?
The beep that just happened was me turning off my space heater because I actually started overheating.
Oh, okay. I was just hearing beepings, so.
Alright.
Aw, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. ...
I love Tabitha's smirk.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations.
How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? ...
I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. I don't know, you kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think about me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though.
Dang, Stella, Meat Rice? That's a big deal. They're on like every big podcast.
Thank you, thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel.
I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me.
Yeah, legit. Yeah, I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung.
Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts. Followed by another, followed by another.
Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you.
Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds.
Did you guys see that?
No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up! There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me.
What did they see?
Tommy knockers.
It's not Tommy knockers, they're probably just jumping at their own shadows. You said it yourself, Stella. As soon as they got out of our sight, their bravado would vanish into a puff of smoke. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons.
Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us?
Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber, not too far from here, where everything joins back up. If you say that one, Tabitha will appreciate it.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't believe they're making us do this. They'd better get grounded when this is all said and done.
As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I hope you're wrong. If they get grounded, it means people found out about this. I hate dealing with parents. Look on the bright side, Pips. If they didn't come down here, we would have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked.
Tabitha glares at Stella. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors.
And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted.
Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge.
Alright, let's do this.
Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Into the pit.
I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on.
Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before.
Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up! No one even wanted you to come with us anyway.
Becca!
Yup, they're close alright. Good thing they're so damn loud. It sounds like they're really lost.
The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Should I wrap myself in the darkness of the pit?
Don't see that you have many other options.
Yep.
Hey, are you alright, Pips?
I guess I'm gonna bear witness.
What do you think you're doing? Get away from there!
Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Many arms, many chains.
Pips, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just cocked out. I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise.
You fade back out of consciousness as your companion climbs out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions of your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors.
Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way.
If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place.
Becca, I'm just trying to help.
I said go!
Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right?
Pick a side, Alexis.
I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you, can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound.
God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened?
Am I the only one who saw ghosts just now? I mean, maybe they were ghosts.
No, I saw them too. There's got to be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. You probably just hallucinated.
literally gaslighting me?
I said I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving.
Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath, and it looks like she's been crying.
I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool.
The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall.
I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up that ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. We can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. I'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we can do to help those girls right now is to not be buried alive ourselves.
Okay. I think we have to go after them. Otherwise the strike will be too bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's a valid... Like, people will definitely like her more, and I think that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this.
Kids, don't do this to me. I usually do with their kids.
Yeah. They're kids, Tabitha. I'm not going to leave them down here.
Are you serious? Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry.
Rosalina runs back the way she came. You run after her. The mines shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here a million times already.
I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Pips, if we get stuck down here. Don't say the second one, but it's very funny.
Yes.
I think we do the unflat.
Yeah.
If I want to be friends.
I'm glad you decided to come along. You won't regret it.
We'll see about that. We're coming. Just stay where you are.
Rosalina, you came back.
I don't want to die down here.
Then move.
Okay.
You quickly push your way back the way you came, pieces of fallen rock littering the path around you.
All of you start climbing. Now.
Once the last teen is up, Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. You follow suit and start climbing.
This way, come on.
Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who'd spent her entire working life in and around coal mines.
Why couldn't you just listen to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God!
You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, we gotta go faster.
We're almost there. I can see the entrance.
Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. And then the knocking fades, and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Rosalina, are you okay?
Clearly she's not okay, idiot!
Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault.
Shit. Why? Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you stay exactly where you are. I'm going to make some calls. This really hurts.
Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance.
Tabitha just stormed out of there. Are you... Oh my god.
Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance.
But that means the cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went in there to drink, right?
Becca, that doesn't matter.
If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know.
In a panic, Becca runs for the entrance and pushes her way through.
She's an awful person.
I mean, yes.
She
Don't-
learned it from her mother, clearly, but you know.
Yeah, it's not like we don't realize where she learned it from when we meet her mom. Whose name, I don't care what it is, but her name is Karen. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here.
I should check in with Tabby, see if she needs help. We're going to get you help. Everything's going to be okay.
All right, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here and you're gonna be just fine, okay? Pibbs and Alexis will keep you safe until then. And Gretchen.
Right? It's really cute if you have
Yeah.
pocket animals.
Yeah.
And Gretchen is like, I'll keep you warm, but...
All right. Oh, Disco. Yeah, her mom is like, she's like the ultimate fucking Karen, and Becca
Yeah, no,
is.
Karen's the Karen run I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think your Karen run is like not actually that bad.
Yeah, I know, and it's bothering me.
I mean, be meaner.
I'm trying to be.
The Karenest of them all. Yes. Yeah, her mom is Queen Karen.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, go on.
Back to the very emotional injured child.
Yes.
Am I gonna die?
Rosalina, don't say things like that.
I love that powerful billboard, though.
I like the
It's also
str-
not bad.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably. Sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know
Apparently,
what Karen would say if she was gonna go after the kids, but there's no way my Karen character is going to.
I totally get it. I speak fluent typo. Yeah, apparently there's when you go and visit them at the Maxwell place, there's a way to like completely tell Rosalina to shut up as she like tirade yells at you for abandoning them there. It's amazing. But you have to be a total asshole.
So noted.
Yeah. Yeah, you will, Rosalina. Can I have your car? Okay, wait, I have to tell this story. So, Disco, get this. When I was like, I don't know, 6, my grandma had one of those old sewing machines, and in Russia, old sewing machines don't have foot treadles. They have like a hand crank. So, I was like 6, and I was like, Grandma, when you die, does that mean I get to crank the sewing machine all I want? And my grandma, like, could not decide whether she should be laughing or, like, smacking me for talking shit for a solid 5 minutes.
Wow.
So I think that is, that's up there. Yes. You're gonna die. Can I have your car? Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the street smart one here. No way. I've seen people bounce back from worse.
Thanks, Pibbs.
Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts.
If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry.
I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there.
It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to.
Rosalina pauses, catching her breath.
Thank you, Pibbs. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help.
I am sorry you're stressed, Disco, and you are welcome to be here anytime.
I hope that the emotional injured child isn't causing stress. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Disco. I do go over the top with my meetings.
Pengu is, in fact, the emotional reading queen for visual novels. It's absolutely true. I am like using my normal voice for everybody, and here's Pengu with like voices and emotions and accents. Not me.
Like, I actually think Johnny is better than me at voices, but I think I am the best of our streamer group at emotional.
I cannot portray emotions at all. Yeah, you are.
Literally major in acting.
Oh yeah, that's true. I majored in software. I will write the stuff and you can act it. How's that? Apparently I have good taste in humans. You do awesome accents, Disco. The only accents I can do is if I'm like talking to you and you have an accent. In like 45 seconds, I too am going to have that accent, and not even on purpose. It's the only accent that happens. Alright, you read all of this? Okay. Let's go with, Alexis is right. You're very mature for your age. Worrying about others at a time like that, you're more brave than a lot of adults I know. It's true, Rosalina. You're really brave. Braver than I am and smarter. If I hadn't stuck with Becca, maybe, I don't know, maybe it would have been different. It's just not fair that this happened to you. You're the nicest person I know. Rosalina?
Still awake. Just hurts like hell.
Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Oh God, 8th graders in love. Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moment to pass before help arrives.
Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. It's gonna be okay, Rosalina. Everything's gonna be just fine.
They're over here, Earl.
Jesus H. Christ! You weren't kidding about the emergency.
Oh my God.
It'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it.
Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here.
Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean? I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she gonna be okay? She's gonna make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir, I promise you. We're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby, I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? Okay. I think I'm gonna say it. Because that's, yeah. What happened in there? Goddamn after-school special is what happened. I'm sorry, I feel like this is all Miles's fault. No, this was no teenager's fault. It's a parent's job to make sure their kids don't deliberately put themselves in these situations. Rosalina was mad at me, and instead of fixing the thing that was driving her away, I just ignored it. This is my fault.
Oh, the fault off. The fault.
Yeah, the fault off. Yep.
Oscar.
I'm the parent here. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse over time.
She told us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you.
No comment, but after tonight, I don't know.
Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you.
Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've got to go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Do you think Rosalina is going to be okay?
Paramedics said she was stable.
She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. There's a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Are you sure it wasn't just autosuggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today.
I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Hicks and Tabby had, like, simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie.
Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't autosuggestion. Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff.
Maybe you weren't entirely off base about that cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but this thing felt old.
I saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind you, right before you left, and they followed us when we went after Becca and Alexis. Did you not see them?
Whoa, I didn't see anything other than the two of you and that carving. That's super weird.
I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark abandoned coal mine. You might have just been primed to see things.
You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts?
Oh, Stella. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers?
Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the descriptions pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. ...
I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. That was too easy to be our ditchling problem.
Yeah, I think you're right. We've still got a lot of unanswered questions, too. Even more than we had this morning, and we had a lot of questions this morning.
This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Oh yay! You're first, Disco! Right? What happens now? Bangu, it's you.
I was looking at the first thing, and that's amazing. You can only do one per stream, and that's cute. I like that.
Yeah. Lots of people have them. They're cool. Yay, people taking
I would
first.
probably do that too, because that's fun.
Okay.
Alright. What happens now? We go home.
Are you doing all
Now,
the cops?
Hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick, and don't you dare try and pull anything on him. He did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all.
That's right. Disco has a first, second, and third because she loves a trophy.
Fair.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, it says Sheriff Earl, and when he introduces himself as Sheriff Hugby, which is just so weird. So, I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Derrickson, but you can call me Earl.
You are not a distraction, Disco. You are a conversation.
Yeah, no, like, that's the point of part of the fun of streaming, is people chatting.
Exactly.
Anyway, pleased to make your acquaintance. Do you like like my Earl voice, by the way.
I-
pretty pleased with my
I love your Earl voice. He's amazing.
Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Bibbs' family happens to own?
Disco, do you want to join us and be a voice?
It's true, actually, because of the way guest star works. It would
Yeah.
be really easy to add.
I think I could do it. Do you want to do it? Because I can put you into the Discord call where I'm sharing screen so that you're not seeing it on the delay. You could be a voice. Okay, let me figure out how to do this. Hang on. All right. How do
While you're
I?
getting that set up, I'm gonna run and refill my water real quick.
Okay, you do that. I'm gonna try to figure out. I'm adding a second guest. I'm copying this URL. All right, hang on. I just need to set stuff up, so it's gonna take me like a second. Hang on. Add. Where is it? Here it is. Guest slot 2. Okay. Control V. Okay. Then I go back over here and I invite guests. You are a VIP. Send invite. So theoretically, I sent you an invite. I think you get it in Twitch. Is that where you get it? I think it's like a notification in Twitch.
It shows up as a Twitch notification.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it
So,
also pops up in chat usually if you're in the chat.
oh, good. It says you're getting ready.
Yeah. Once you're in, you gotta hit the button.
I need to add a friend to this DM conversation also. I'm adding you into a group chat, Disco. Oh, did that add Disco to the call? No. Shoot. I tried to do that.
I think what you need to do is start a new call with this group.
Okay, I think you are correct. I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so I need to slot the guest into slot 2. And then push to stream. Okay, and I think Disco, you don't have a video camera, which is fine. I'm just gonna like make you tiny, but it's gonna give you voice. Are you able to talk to us?
Hide it behind mine.
I will be the plant over Pango's shoulder.
Oh yeah, that totally works. You can be a plant over Pengu's shoulder. But I am also going to start a completely muted video call in Discord. If you can get on that so that I can share my screen. Otherwise, you're only gonna see it.
I'm gonna get on my computer for that because I can't look at both or it disconnects me from.
Okay, are you gonna be okay doing that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Because yeah, sharing screen. So guest streamer like allows me to share screen, but it like kills.
It doesn't work well.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well. So we've been doing
It's in
like a.
beta right now still too.
Hmm?
It's all still in beta right now, right?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what's going on there. Okay, so let's see. Once you appear in Discord, I will do a voice call there, and you can and share the screen. Just make sure you like mute everything in the Discord call, otherwise we'll have like quadruple echo.
I heard sound off on my computer completely, so I'll just make sure I'm.
Sounds good.
Happening good.
Hmm?
Happening good.
Yeah, you are fairly quiet, just so you know.
Am I?
Yes.
Yeah, a bit quiet, and also, am I the only one hearing an echo?
Yes.
I hear it too.
Oh. I don't
Yeah,
hear an
no,
echo.
I think Anna, it's your setup.
But I don't...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Well, Pengu was hearing an echo before too, but I don't know what about my setup would be doing it.
Yeah, like it's definitely. Actually, I'm pretty sure if I like muted you, but not Disco, I would hear Disco without echo. I'm gonna test it. Say something.
I'm saying things. Oh wait, no, Disco say things.
Nope. Never mind. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, it's all just so like a bit jinky anyway. You were much quieter than Takao was.
Oh, interesting. I just don't know. I don't know where. Like, here's the problem. I don't actually know where the sound for the guest stuff is coming from.
That when you add a browser source, the browser source have its own volume.
Oh, control audio via OBS. Let me click that.
I also had it pulling my desktop audio, and it was that was
Ah.
making John. That was what was
Hang
making
on.
John sound like a duplicate because
So
it was pulling from my desktop audio and my. But I don't think
have
that's
volume for a guest star 1, which is Pengu, and I have no volume for guest star 2, which is Disco.
Well,
That's
I am just a houseplant, so.
Oh wait, now I just did, but I didn't actually hear anything.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not hearing the echo anymore. I just put my headphones in.
I don't hear it either.
That's
Ah,
weird.
magical. All right. Well, I'm not complaining.
Okay. We don't know what fixed it.
I'll
but
take it.
fixed it. Okay, I'm trying to open.
I have no idea.
It's fixed. Just embrace
Also,
it.
I can no longer hear Disco at all. Are you saying things?
Oh no, I can hear Disco just
I can hear
fine.
both of you. I can
Oh
hear
no,
both.
Okay,
can you
if
hear
Disco is
me?
saying things, I
Yeah.
can no longer hear it.
Oh no, can you hear me? Oh no!
I also can no longer hear Pengu.
Oh no!
No.
Okay, now I can hear you again.
All right,
And that's
but I hear myself again.
yeah. Were you hearing yourself before?
Not in the part,
Yeah. So
the part where you couldn't hear us, we could hear each other, and we weren't echoing.
yeah. So that was me telling the source in OBS to be controlled via OBS, and I could not hear you. So I turned that off, and now I can hear you.
Any idea? Can I pose it to you? Pop? It's zany.
Sure.
What if I join the Discord call and I just a voice there? Because you guys seem to be okay until I came into the party.
Oh no, Pengu was getting the echo before.
The entire time, and what I did was I turned my volume down low enough that I could just barely hear Anna, but like my voice was audible but too quiet to clearly make out.
Because the thing is, if we are gonna do this through the Discord volume, it's going to be even worse.
Yeah, I see that.
But we do need to do the call, so let me do the video call. Just make sure to like kill all actual cameras and stuff as soon as possible. Okay. Okay, so theoretically you should be seeing my game in Discord.
You were louder than you used to
Me?
be. Yes.
How am I louder?
Maybe it's me. I did switch to headphones.
I don't know how I would make myself louder, or how I made myself louder.
You know what? Fine.
I don't understand. Okay.
I wish I could like see your OBS setup.
There's nothing in my OBS setup that has to do with the guest slots. They're just browser sources.
I mean, are your browser sources showing up in your audio?
Only when I checked that checky thing that made me not hear you.
Oh. Well,
You guys were doing much better without me. I'm gonna return to being in chat.
No, but I want...
Yeah.
you can stay and we can just ignore the echo because it's not audible from the stream side.
Yeah, the stream doesn't
It
get the echo.
Trip you up too much to hear yourself. Or you can do what I did. Like, mess with all the settings.
Like, if you can deal with hearing the echo, we can just go, because that's what it was before.
I ridiculously have to say that my Discord is giving me drama because it only lets me broadcast or watch at 30 FPS, which is weird.
I mean, it's still legible. Like, my Discord stream has been, like, losing quality off and on.
I mean, like, it's just like a spinning thing, burning.
Oh.
My computer is not great, Tango.
No, no.
That's not good. Anna laughed at it when she saw the stuff.
I did. I didn't mean to, but I did.
I'll remember. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, I feel like I really have like wasted you guys. Like I've taken like 6 minutes out of your whole.
I mean, like, whatever.
I mean, out of 3 hours.
Yeah. Who cares? It's fine. I've been doing this since noon, and it's 10 p.m.
We did tech support for me on stream, too.
Yeah. This is like, baiting the feature or something.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's up to you. I would love to have you be a voice, but if not, we can go back to having you be audience.
I don't know that it's gonna let me, so I'm trying one last thing. I can get the other thing to work, and then
Okay.
Can you change the stream quality on your end?
Anna would have to start sharing and then reshare, but with the different settings.
Oh, for the streaming into Discord?
Yeah, because it's,
Uh,
yeah, just stream it at a lower quality.
Okay, I don't know how to change that.
When you first pop up to the share screen, it'll give you the selection there for what FPS you want to share at.
Okay, screen share. Select something to stream. Okay, yes. Resolution and frame rate. So do you want me to do it at a lower frame rate or a lower resolution?
Probably both.
30 FPS.
Let me do it at like 30. Is 30 good for frame rate?
30 should be good.
Okay. How about that? Is that better?
Like, there's still images. It's not like there's that you actually need 60 FPS.
Yes, correct. Nothing's moving. Nope. Did we lose Disco?
That looks like
I think we lost you off the Discord call.
off both calls, maybe.
Okay, nope. There's Disco back in the Discord.
It is a thing that's worth trying if your stream is like if you're watching a stream that's going kind of wonky, disconnecting and reconnecting
Yeah,
sometimes helps.
like totally valid.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, okay.
Are you able to see it now, or is it still being stupid?
It's just not working. I'm sorry. I should have played around with those things. I'm just gonna be an excited person in chat. And
Okay.
in the future, if you guys do anything again, I will ahead of time figure all this out.
Okay,
Okay.
absolutely. I am so.
Your Emerald is fine. You got this.
So here's the thing. The thing you did not see before, Disco, that you can now if you look at my actual stream, This is a grid of all the different traits. It's like 7 by 7, right? There are a billion options, and I am trying to do them all. So I will, like, this is my 7th run through out of, and you can see I've got many empty slots. So there are more options and opportunities to do this all over the place. Promise. All right, I'm gonna make this grid go away now. All right, I'm gonna hang up the.
I'm gonna stop being the plant.
Okay,
Okay. Bye guys. I'm sorry.
that's okay. We appreciate you hanging out. All right, I gotta figure out where this is. All right, I have to. I'm gonna try to switch this back to 1 guest. I think that just works. I think I now am back to having 1 guest. All right, Pengu, do you still see the thing in Discord?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Let me go back to where I can.
I am, however, going to switch back off of this one.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Okay.
I am just sending Disco hugs in chat because technology is poopy, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Where were we?
Well, you have little flowers. I don't think I've seen those. You haven't checked your emote for a while.
Oh, I have the little flowers are my follower emotes.
Oh. I know, I'm not cool enough to have follower emotes.
Yes, you are.
No? You have to have a certain number of...
I thought I got follower emotes after being being an affiliate for 6 months or something like that. I thought.
No, I think it's a number of subscriptions.
Oh, maybe.
And you consistently have there's like a threshold, and if you pass it, you get to unlock them. And I've never passed the threshold, so.
Oh, okay. I'm
not
not.
pretty sure.
I have.
Not 100% sure.
No,
I think
I don't remember.
that's not a big deal.
Pengu and I have been streaming for forever.
Oh yes, I have a lot of yeah, no, we were both I've got that 12-month badge, it looks like.
Yes, because we both became. So I became an affiliate on December 29th, and I think you became an affiliate like January 2nd or something like that.
It was after my birthday because that was.
Oh, was it? Okay, so mid-January.
And
Mm,
that was when I met Six Card, and he did a raid, and that was what got me over the follower
nice.
thing.
Yeah,
So it was literally for my birthday.
that's true. Yeah, so Disco, Pengu and I have basically been on this journey together. That's why we have the shared Discord for our streams and stuff.
And we went to TwitchCon together and everything.
Yes, we did, because yay.
Our business cards even match.
That's true. Our business cards do match. Your follower emotes are pretty cool, Disco. I like the pickles. Pickles is terrible.
Okay, yeah, that one is.
And I don't know if you ever saw this, Pengu, but so Disco has a sim that she plays all the time and puts in all her builds, and it's Pickles, the weirdo clown.
Oh no.
He is so special. He is the specialist of all special things.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right, let's finish this chapter.
Yes. Okay.
I think you read this already.
Yes, I did.
Okay, he's not a clown. He just looks like a clown.
He does a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so continuing from Bethany Dex. And don't you think it's even a mite odder that Pibbs happened to be there with them at the time of said collapse? I'd be lying if I said it weren't peculiar, though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Pibbs, and all this is surely an unfortunate coincidence. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions.
Well, good thing there are no good cops around here, so.
Yeah, right.
We're chaperoning them.
Really doesn't matter what you say here.
Yeah. Why are you asking me this? It was a mine collapse. What could I have possibly done that the police would care about? Ah, oops. Shit.
Just trying to gather all the facts. I think was what he said.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
Our duty as officers of the law, you see, just being thorough. But I see there's not much more to be discussed as of yet. We'll let you go about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one.
Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika.
I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Weeks?
Stella, no, you did your best. It's not your fault.
Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you? What, are they gonna take you in for being present at an accident?
Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know.
Oh, Stella's making her not okay face.
Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess.
Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Pips? Excuse me, Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella.
Come on, let's go.
Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. I'll text you when we're back. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Let's see. How are you holding up?
Poorly. I'd really rather we didn't get into it.
Sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer.
Oh. I think she might not like you enough.
I'm not sure, like
I'd say the middle one or drop it.
like this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry for apologizing. Am I talking too much, or?
At least you called.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna ride in
She's
silence.
not currently like you enough to sacrifice for you. I don't know.
Is that something we can, like, make up for? Like, I don't know what else I could have
At this point,
picked, yeah. Because, like, I super don't know what else I could have picked.
I mean, the biggest other thing that you can do to get on top of this good side actually is skipping Stella, Kanika and Sybil's place on Monday night.
That's...
But yeah, other than that, I'm not entirely sure. Like, I don't think you had any major. I mean, I think she's kind of frustrated to have to go back in after the kids, but I think it's a good choice.
Yeah. Well, your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. I'm hoping that I can still, like, make it up by waiting for her and hanging out with her.
Yeah.
In the next chapter, but you once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wild rot.
Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. And for waiting for me. I appreciated it. I'll see you in the morning.
Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. You head up to your room to turn in.
The late chapter stuff might not have hit yet.
Mm.
I just know that the conversation in the car went differently on my super, super besties with Tabitha run.
Did you skip going to Stella's or going to Yeah, okay.
It's how I'm gonna do the good cousin run too when I stream that again.
Okay. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are the things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road.
I saw them again too.
Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? Those things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are.
I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse.
No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous picture on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. I can talk. I really can't.
Alright, I'm gonna make a quick bathroom run because this feels like a very good point for that.
It is totally a good point for that. I'm gonna wait for this to keep going and then save once it's done playing. Pickles Van Helsing will totally accept this slander, by the way, and like it. Also, I have no idea what we're being shown in this here thing. Like, I'm sure it's precursor to something, but... Alright, if you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 3, please save your game now. So let's go save our game now. So this is Pib's